Okay, so I put in at Marion Access. There's my ground crew. What a ground crew. The little guys are obviously the future ground crew, but they're in training, I guess you could say. So, we'll spin around and take a look at the Missouri River real quick in all its glory. So there's the river. We poke out just a little bit. Way off in the distance, up there, is Hartsburg Access. That's 2 miles upriver. Alright, so this is the mouth of Moniteau Creek. This is where our journey begins. Alright, so we're headed up Noreen Access, I'm sorry, Moniteau Creek, to see where it goes. Okay, so we're still on Moniteau Creek. This little creek has like no current. That's nice for a light little paddle day. We're on our way to the 179 North Bridge. On Google Maps, it is not an access, but it does look like you can actually put a kayak in the water at that spot. There is no parking there, so you would have to be dropped off. I believe it is 5 miles from the Missouri River by creek. I'm not sure what the driving distance would be. So if you have somebody that could drop you off, and we find that, or I find that you can actually access it with the kayak, be a nice little day float, nice quiet. There is a train track partly of the way, at least partly of the way, on River Right. Other than that, it's peaceful. So we're just gonna go up this way, see how far we can go till we run into a log jam. And that would be the bad part about putting in at 179. You may have to return to 179 where you put in if you run into a log jam. I don't believe there's many log jams as wide as this creek is. But I'm also not sure how deep it is the further we get up in there, which is the reason I'm kind of going upriver first to check things out, because then I can always turn around, head back to Missouri, go down to Missouri to Noreen Access, which is 13 miles. So we're 2 miles into our trip, and we have come to the train trestle, train bridge, whatever you call it. Massive log jam. I'm thinking I can get through there. Okay, so this is why we came up the creek instead of down the creek. Massive log jam at the Rebel Bridge. If you absolutely had to, you could possibly portage around this. Be a really muddy portage on the riverbank, creek bank. So now we know what's up this river, and I don't expect, but who knows with Mother Nature, I would not expect this log jam to get cleared out anytime soon, unless there's like maybe a massive flood like 93, 95 we had. These are some big trees, and it's going to take a lot of force to wash this clear, and then it can probably get hung up elsewhere down the creek. I don't know. Who knows with Mother Nature, because Mother Nature does amazing things. So, was a nice little paddle. It's 2.2 miles from the Missouri. So, yeah, I'm not sure how deep the water is here. And with all this brush, yeah, you don't want to get out and lift your boat over these logs and whatever, because a good chance to get foot entrapment. All sorts of bad things could happen. So the only way around this would be the portage, and that would be very muddy, very messy, possibly even hazardous. So this is that. But it is a nice scenery. So if you did portage, I think on the upper side, river left over here, I think you could get out and portage around there, it looks like, from the other side. But getting back in, all kinds of brush in the water, getting back in right here, yeah, this is not going to be pretty. And this would be the best place to get back on the river. And that mud is really slimy, really slick. It's not going to be a fun time getting back in your kayak. So best advice here, once you get to this point, whichever direction you're coming, you have to turn around and go back the other way. So it should be like another 3 miles to my goal, which obviously I'm not going to reach, and that was the 179 bridge. So we'll just do a float back down this little creek, take our time. We can check out this side of the creek very carefully, because there was a bump in the water. Very carefully, very slow, lots of brush that you cannot see. So yeah, there's just no going around this. This side of the creek would be totally out of the question for portage. So this will be your turnaround point, whichever way you decide to come. It is a beautiful little creek though. I'm surprised I have not seen any wildlife. But it is in the middle of nowhere. You would definitely be with nature on this creek. River banks or creek banks, kind of muddy to get out on. But there is a few spots to get out on, I noticed on the way here. Oh, that was a nice fish. So now we're just taking a slow paddle. Okay, so here we are back at Marion Access, and I'm going to continue down the Missouri River 13 miles to Noreen Access. So Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it.